We'll start the session in 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. Okay. So in the last session, before 2 days, when we had session, okay, I have I have done some questions on syllogism, right? Okay. So syllogisms we have already completed, and it consists of 5 marks. All right. Now, today we will complete data sufficiency and data interpretation. All right. So this would also have 5 marks, and this will also have 5 marks. So overall, the logical section, okay, which has 15 marks, we are going to cover it by today. Okay. So your logical part will be done. Okay. And tomorrow we will cover English, the complete English. Okay. In a single session, we are going to complete English. Okay. And after that, there will be quants, which is remaining. Okay. Now, quants, I will not, cover 5 questions which are from numerical ability, because it has got vast syllabus, right? Time and work, okay, profit and loss. Okay, so this I'm not going to cover, but there is another one which is puzzles. All right. So I may not cover live. Okay, I may not cover live, but I am at least going to send you a video. Okay, for this one. Puzzles, I will just send you a video, okay, through Johnson, and you can just take that particular one. All right. So this is how I have planned this. Okay. Now, apart from this, there are some other sections. Okay. Like there is pseudocode, which is technical basically. Okay. That is something which I'm not very good with. Okay. Pseudocodes, but still I would send the questions. Okay. I may not take the class for you, but I would send some questions. It is some 4 questions. Okay. And 10 marks will be given. And puzzles are basically like number series. Okay, those kind of puzzles. Okay, and sometimes it would be something like this. Okay, it would be something like this, where this is 1, this is what is a 4. Okay, after that this is 9, this is 16, so the next number should be 25, something like that. Okay, it may not be this easy, but the pattern is same. You just have to crack that pattern. That is how the puzzles are given. All right, now here the puzzles which I am talking about here in quants, these are basically the seating arrangement. Okay, data arrangements actually, which I call it as puzzles, but for your understanding, it is data arrangements. Okay, or I would say seating arrangement. People sitting in a row, people sitting in circle. Okay, or it can be a multi-dimensional arrangement also. all those things are possible. So that is what I called it as puzzle. लेकिन puzzle का एक अलग सा section है, which are based on the what you say some patterns. Okay, questions which are based on some patterns, and you have to crack those number patterns basically. All right. So these are the topics actually, and apart from that, there are two more sections. Okay, one will be your grammar. Okay, grammar which we will anyways cover in English. Okay, here itself we will cover this one also. Right, so it will be 5 questions and 10 minutes. 5 questions, 10 minutes. And the last one, where it is going to be the last section, which is essay writing, okay, or writing skills, where you are given 10 minutes and you have to complete one question. One question would be given to you. You just have to write something about that particular topic. Okay, so this you just have to be good with it. Okay, just be aware that these are the things which will come for you. Okay, so that you can prepare accordingly. Okay, I hope every one of you understood this one. All right, fine. So is there anything else which I am missing here in the pattern? I don't think I am missing anything in the pattern here. All right, okay. Okay, for this writing skills also, I am going to send a video to you. Okay, writing skills also I will send a video, and this one also for data arrangement also I will send a video for you. Okay, so that it is, I mean, for writing skills, it is very easy actually to write things, but there are some techniques which you need to understand. I will just tell you. All right, if your grammar is too bad, or what you say, if you make so many mistakes, then it is difficult, but I will still tell you some techniques. Okay, by the way, in the way you can actually rectify your mistakes a little bit, you can reduce them. All right, so let's see how it goes for us. Okay, fine. So today we are going to complete data sufficiency. All right, 1 minute. One second, guys. All right, so we'll start the session for today. Now, data sufficiency questions. So they are asked in a very different way. Okay, and you just have to understand that you are not attempting your test to get full marks. Okay, you are not attempting your test to get full marks. You are attempting your test to get 60 to 70% of the marks so that you qualify. Okay, so out of the 15 marks in logical, if you are doing 9 or 10 questions right, okay, that means you will qualify. Okay, you just have to understand that. All right, and just see it in the exam if negative marking is there or if it is not there. You just check it once, because every time it changes, so you just check that once. Okay, so out of 15 you just have to do 9 or 10. If you are able to do 5 questions from syllogism, that means out of the other 10 questions you have to do 5 questions right. Okay, so that is the logic. So syllogism may say 5 mark, definitely from syllogism 5 marks you should get. Then it will be easy for you. It is easy for you to survive. All right, so that you remember. Okay, and one more thing which I had to tell, you are writing it for 2 roles, one 9 LPA, okay, and one 3.5 LPA. Okay, so these are the 2 roles which you are writing. For this there is no coding. Okay, there is no coding for this. So whatever the rounds which I told, only that is there. For this one, there are 3 rounds, which is quants. Okay, the same as this one, quants, logical and verbal, where it is 10 questions, it is 15 questions, and here it is 20 questions. Okay, same as this one only. Okay, but here there is no coding. the 7 sections would be there. Here there will be 3 sections along with one along with one section which is coding. Okay, 45 minutes का एक coding round रहेगा. इसमें शायद आपको 2 question देंगे and you need to solve those 2 questions. Pattern may change, okay, but there is a coding round. So the people who are teaching coding for you or training for you, those people will be better to tell what kind of questions would come. All right, take it. Fine. So let's start it. So data sufficiency basically means you have to tell. It is not about getting the answer. Okay, it is about telling whether the data is sufficient to get the answer or not. Okay, it is not about getting the answer. It is about telling whether the given data is sufficient to get the answer or not. Okay, that is what you need to understand. All right. So if I give you an example, if I say, what is the value of x? Okay, what is the value of x? If this is the question, okay, let's say this is the question. And there are 2 statements given. Statement 1, okay, which says x is prime number. It says x is prime number. All right. Now there is a statement 2 which says x is between, all right, 4 and 6. X is between 4 and 6. Okay. So now by this one, what I will understand here? What I will understand. Now, what is the value of x? So here, it is not important for me to get the value of x. It is important for me to tell whether these statements are enough to answer this question, whether it is sufficient to answer the question or not. That's what I need to tell. Here, they are not asking you what is the value of x. Okay, I just have to choose one of them which says whether the given data is sufficient or not to give the answer or not. That is what you need to understand. All right. So I hope every one of you got it. Now, in this case, what is the value of x? Now, if I take statement 1, okay, x is a prime number. If I say x is a prime number, it can be any number, right? 2, 3, 5, 7, it can be 11. Okay, it can be any number. So I don't know. Now, if I just see the second one, or if I add these 2 together, okay, now it is a prime number. Second, if it is between 4 and 6, definitely it is 5. So if I am seeing it alone, okay, I am just seeing it alone. Okay, initially you should see it alone. Don't mix it or combine it. Okay, so if the number is between 4 and 6, it can be 5. In fact, it can be 4.5 also. It can be 5.5 also. It can be 4.55 also, or 4.6 also. Anything it can be, right? So between 4 and 6, there are so many numbers. Okay, it can be decimal number or it can be integer. So many combinations are there between 4 and 6. But if I choose both the statement, if I combine both the statements and see what is the value of x, now I understand that it is definitely a prime number. Okay, what can be a prime number? Only an integer can be a prime number. In that case, I will understand it cannot be in points. Okay, it cannot be in points, but it can be, it is definitely a integer. So definitely my answer is 5. So how did I get this answer? How am I able to answer the question? Yes, I am able to answer the question. How am I able to answer the question? Both the statements A and B together are required to answer the question. वो question solve करने के लिए, to answer that particular question, I needed both the statements together. That is what I have to understand. I hope every one of you are getting this one. All right, fine. Okay, so let's see how it goes for you. Okay, sometimes if they are asking, is x prime? Okay, let's say, one second. Is x prime? Okay, if this is the question, let's say. All right, now there are 2 statements given. Now statement 1 says that x is multiple of 3. X is multiple of 3. Okay, x is a multiple of 3. Okay, now statement 2 says that x is between 5 and 7. Let's see. Okay. Now from this, okay, statement 1 says x is a multiple of 3. That means x can be 3 also, it can be 6 also, it can be 9 also, it can be 12 also, it can be any infinity number. Okay. So is x prime, is it prime? Now according to this combination, here it is prime only. Okay, 3 is prime only, but the other combinations are not prime. So I don't know whether x is prime or not. So from the first statement, I did not get the answer. I am not able to get the answer whether it is prime or not. Now I will see only statement 2. Don't combine it. Okay. First see only statement 2. Then if you are not getting, then only combine it. Now S2, statement 2 says x is between 5 and 7. That means it can be 6, it can be 5.5, or it can be 6.5, or it can be any other decimal value between 5 and 7, right? It can be anything. So from this one, do I know if the value of x is prime or not? I don't know if it is prime or not. Okay. Now, one thing which I definitely know, okay, one thing which I definitely know, that between 5 and 7, between 5 and 7, there is no prime number. Between 5 and 7, definitely there is no prime number. Yes or no? 5 is prime, 7 is prime, but between 5 and 7, there is no prime number. So by using statement 2, I actually know that x is not prime. X is not prime. Okay. Now what is the question? Now you might say that here question is x prime or not? I got x is not prime. That means I did not get the answer. Actually, I got the answer. Whether the answer is yes or whether the answer is no, it doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is whether you got the answer or not. What they asked is x prime. What I got from statement 2, that x is not prime. Okay, so how I got it? By using statement 2. If statement 2 is, or statement B alone is sufficient to answer the question. Okay, only statement B is sufficient to answer the question. So I will select statement B. Okay, I hope every one of you are understanding this one. All right, so I will we'll start with the questions. Okay, we'll solve the questions one by one. Let's see how it goes for us. All right, so you just start solving it, and please let me know in the comment section if you are able to understand the concepts. Okay, please let me know. I'll give you one more minute. You just try to do it. Okay, this being the first question, I'm giving you a little more time. All right, let's see. Now, the question is, if m and n are integers, now this is the information given. Earlier when I told what is the value of x, there no information was given. Here information is given that m and n are integers. Sorry, what is the value of m plus n? उन दोनों का sum क्या होगा? That's what they are asking. Now they have given the first statement. When they have given the statement as an equation, the first thing which comes to the mind is to solve the equation. That's it. Okay, don't make it complicated. Equation is given, solve the equation, right? X into x is x square plus x into m plus x into n plus m into n, right? Which is equal to x square plus 5x plus mn. Okay, now this x square would get cancelled. This mn and mn will get cancelled, right? Oh, sorry, mn and mn will get cancelled here, right? So here, if I take x as common, it will become m plus n, and this is 5x. So x goes here. I got the sum of m and n. I got the sum of m and n. So what is the question? What is the value of m and n? Did I get it? Yes. How did I get it? By using statement 1. Okay, by using statement 1. All right. So earlier which I showed you, right? Okay. So 1 means only by using statement 1. Okay, only 1. This is only 2. This is both together. This one is both together are also not sufficient. All right, this I hope you understand. All right, so I got it by using the first statement only. Okay, then definitely that means second one would not be. See, in this case there is no fifth option, but there could be a fifth option also, which says either 1 or 2. That means sometimes this is also sufficient. Okay, this is also sufficient. Okay, if you take it alone, it is also sufficient, and B is also sufficient. That means in that case, first one is also correct and second one is also correct. Okay, both, by using both of them individually, I will get to the answer. Now in this case it is not there. कभी कभी हो सकता है आपके एग्जाम में अभी आ सकता है. Okay, don't think that it may not be there. Just see the instructions very well. Okay, see, exams are all about surprising you. Okay, if you get surprised, that is a problem. Don't get surprised. You just be ready for everything. Okay, so by using the first statement, I get it. What about the second statement? If mn is equal to 4, what could be now? How much? I mean, what is the possibility to become a product as 4? Possibility is 2 into 2, that is 4. Okay, or 1 into 4, that is also 4. Okay, now I can say minus 2 into minus 2, this is also 4. Okay, and minus 1 into minus 4. So all these possibilities are there. Okay, anything else which I can see here? I don't think anything else is there. Okay, so if this is m and this is n, that means m plus n, 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. If this is m and this is n, that means 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. If this is m and this is n, that means minus 2 plus minus 2 will be equal to minus 4. If this is m and this is n, that means if it is equal to minus 5. So according to this statement, what is the value of sum of m plus n, m and n? What is the value of sum of m and n? That can be 4 also, 5 also, minus 4 also, minus 5 also. That means did I get the answer? I did not get the answer. I got some options. Okay, I got so many options. उसमें से कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can be anything out of that. Okay, so that cannot be considered as the answer. What is the value of m plus n? I cannot know by using the second statement, but by using the first statement, I know that it is 5. I hope every one of you are understanding this one. All right. Okay. And if what you say, some of you, you can, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe it. Okay. If I am posting any videos and all, you should be getting some notification, right? You just subscribe to the channel, right? Okay. I'll go to the next question. Next one. Okay, let's see. I hope some of you got the answers. Let's see. See, guys, if you are getting the answer, you can just type it in the comment section. Okay, I will also understand that you guys are understanding, right? So, if you are getting the answers, type it in the comment section. Okay, right. Okay, let's see. So, there are three numbers ABC. Okay, are these numbers in arithmetic progression? It's just given that three numbers. Okay, are ABC. It's not given this time that they are integers. Okay, so we need to understand it's not given they are integers. It's just given three numbers are there. Are they in arithmetic progression is what they asked. Now the equation given as A plus C is equal to 2B. Okay, A plus C is equal to 2B. Now by using this, can I tell if the number is arithmetic progression or not? Okay, now in this one, there are so many things which you need to understand in data sufficiency. Okay, now you should only take the values of A, B, and C which satisfies this condition. Okay, remember. Now, when you are checking whether it is in arithmetic progression or not, okay, now it is not important for you to check whether it is in arithmetic progression or not. Okay, that is to get the answer. That is different thing. But the values which you are considering, okay, of ABC, the values that you are considering of ABC, those values should satisfy this condition. Otherwise there is no purpose of giving this condition, right? I can write any equation. If they have given that equation, you should only take the values which are satisfying that equation and then check according to that values, is it in arithmetic progression or not in arithmetic progression. Simple, right? So let's say I am taking A is equal to 4 and B I am taking it as 7. Okay, uh, all right. Now, C, I am taking it as 7. I will take C as 7 so that B value is easy for me to understand. Okay. So, C, I am taking it as 7. Okay. So, A plus C, it is given as A plus C is 2B. So here I should take 4 plus 7 is equal to 2B, right? So that I get the value of B. I should not randomly take it. I should take the value which satisfies. So these two I randomly took. So from that, if I get B, that I am taking. Okay, so B is equal to 5.5. B is equal to 5.5. Now let's see. A is 4, B is 5.5, and C is 7. Okay. Arithmetic progression means the difference between these two and the difference between these two must be constant, right? Same hona chahiye, then only it's arithmetic progression. Difference is 1.5. Here also difference is 1.5. So I can say it is in arithmetic progression. Okay. So don't be in a hurry just by seeing one or two example. Okay. Just by one example, don't be sure that that is in arithmetic progression. Just try to make this wrong also. Just try to make it. Okay, now I will try to take negative integers. Okay, so let's say I am taking A is equal to -4 and C I will take positive. Let's say I am taking C is equal to some 23. Okay, C I am taking it as 23. All right, now let's see, A plus C is 2B. Okay, so -4 plus -23, sorry, -4 plus 23 is equal to 2B. Okay, so this is equal to 19 is 2B and B is equal to 9.5. Now let's see. Now A is -4, B is 9.5 and C is 23. Okay, now what is the difference between these two? Difference between these two is 13.5. Now here also the difference is 13.5. So is it an arithmetic progression? Yes. Okay, when I took the values, to satisfy this condition, okay, by using the first statement, whenever I am using the first statement and satisfying that condition, okay, always the three numbers are in arithmetic progression. So by using the first statement, I can say definitely it is in arithmetic progression. It is definitely in arithmetic progression. What about the second one? A plus B is less than C. Now let's see that one. Okay, now the challenge for you is take only the values which satisfy this condition. Don't take which are not satisfying the condition. Okay, take only which is satisfying. Otherwise there is no point of giving this. Otherwise they can give A plus B is greater than C also. If they have given You should just take the values which are satisfying the conditions. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. So A plus B is less than C. Okay. So can we take this condition only? Let's see if A plus B is less than C. Now here that is not possible. So we cannot take this condition. All right. You cannot take that condition. Okay. Something else we will take. Can I take 1, 1, 3 and 5? Okay. So A I am taking it as 1, B I am taking it as 3 and C I am taking it as 5. Okay. Now, am I satisfying the condition? Yes. That's why I took these values so that I satisfy the condition. All right. So here 1 plus 3, okay, A plus B is less than 5. Correct? Is less than 5. Now, when I satisfied this condition, is it in arithmetic progression? Yes, it is in arithmetic progression because the difference is 2 and here the difference is 2. Okay. Now I will try to make it wrong also. I will try to take the condition where it is not arithmetic progression. See, here I took the condition where it is arithmetic progression. Now I want to take the condition where arithmetic progression, it is not in arithmetic progression. Let's see. Okay. Now I will take A is equal to 1, B is equal to 3 and C is equal to 6. Okay. Is it satisfying this condition? Yes. 1 plus 3 is less than 6. 1 plus 3 is less than 6. Satisfying. Are they in arithmetic progression? Here the difference is 2, here the difference is 3. So they are not in arithmetic progression. Now what did I understand from this? I understood from this is, okay, so for all the values, okay, for all the values that are satisfying the first condition. Now, when I am satisfying the second condition, sometimes it is in arithmetic progression and sometimes it is not in arithmetic progression. So, are these three numbers in arithmetic progression by using the first statement? Yes. By using the second statement, I don't know. Okay, so I cannot decide whether it is happening or not. That's why it is statement 1. That's why it is statement 1. Okay. Can everyone, what you say, write it in the comment section if you are able to understand, please. Okay, otherwise there is no point of me explaining, right? So can anyone, I mean, everyone, let me know in the comment section if you are understanding the class or not. Everyone, please. Let me know if you are able to understand the session. Okay. Okay. These are little tough questions. Okay. And a little bit tough. Okay. And because if I just do some easy questions and go, later on you will not understand. So I have taken some tough questions, but I want you to understand the concept completely, okay, of data sufficiency. Data sufficiency question can come from any topic. Okay. It can be from time and work. It can be from time, speed, distance. But the concept is same. Concept is they will ask you a question. You need not solve the question, but you just have to tell whether the data is sufficient to answer the question or not. That is point number 1. Now, whenever they are asking whether it is yes or no, whenever they are asking whether it is yes or no, if you get yes also, it is answer. If you get no also, it is answer. That is the second thing which you need to understand. Okay. And third thing, whatever the data is given here, you should consider that only, cannot assume anything. Here it is not given that it is, what you say, integer. A, B, C are in integer. It is not given, right? So you cannot assume that it is integer. Okay. Whatever is given, only that thing you need to assume. If you follow this, then it will be good. And fourth thing which you need to understand is, now when the statement is given, you need to only take the values which are satisfying the statements. You should not take the other values. Otherwise, there is no point of giving the statement only. Otherwise, why should they give this equation only? They can write anything, right? If you are not honoring it, there is no point of giving that equation. So you should only take the values which are satisfying the equation. And when you are satisfying the equation, You need to tell according to that, is it arithmetic progression or not? In this case, for all the conditions, it is arithmetic progression. In this case, for some condition, it is arithmetic and some condition, it is not arithmetic. So I don't know. If it was arithmetic always, then I would say it is yes. If it was always not arithmetic, okay, if this was also not arithmetic, this was also not arithmetic, any condition it was not arithmetic only, then also it is answer only. Okay, question is yes or no. My answer is yes or no. Okay, but if I say it can be yes also, it can be no also, then that is not the answer. Yes is also answer, no is also answer. Okay, just to be clear with those things. All right, next question. Next question. All right, let's see. So what's the value of x if it is given x power 5 is equal to x power 3? Now, initially this is the condition given. Later on, these are the statements, but initially this is the equation, right? So from this equation, what do you understand about x? First thing is that, all right? So if this is given, you have to honor this particular one. Now, x power 5 is equal to x power 3, where all, I mean, for what values of x, this is possible. So if I say x is equal to 1, okay, if I say x is equal to 1, then x power 5 is equal to x power 3, correct? So x can be equal to 1. Can x be equal to 0? Yes. If 0 power 5 and 0 power 3, that is also fine. Can I take the x value as -1? Yes. Okay. Now, question itself, from the question itself, I understood, okay, I understood the value of x can be equal to 1 or 0 or -1. There is no other value which fits here. Okay. So it can be equal to 1 or 0 or -1. So from that question only I understood. Okay. So what is the value of x? It can be 1 or 0 or -1. But I don't know what is the value of x as of now. I have three options. That's it. Okay. Now I will use these conditions to sort out what is the value of x. All right. Now, by the first statement, it says x is greater than -3. If it is greater than -3, it can be -2 also. X can be -2. Okay. It can be -2.5 also. It just have to be greater than -3. And it is not given that x is integer here. Okay. But from what you say, from this one, I understand that it has to be an integer only. Otherwise there is no option. Okay, because there are only three options of x. It has to be integer, and those integers has to be either 1 or 0 or -1. So okay, now from this condition, x is greater than -3, it can be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, anything. Now from this statement, I understand that x can be anything, but already I know that x is this. So is this statement helping me do anything? No. Okay. Already I know that this could be the value of x. Is it helping me to sort out what is the value of x? No. So by using the first statement, I don't get the answer. Okay. Now, x is less than 0. X is less than 0. Now, if x is less than 0, that means it cannot be 0 definitely. It cannot be 0. Okay. And that means x can be equal to -1. It can be -2. It can be -3 up to any infinity. Okay. But it has to be less than 0 only. Now, if I compare these two, what is the only value which is possible? The only value which is possible is -1. The only value which is possible is -1, because these are not the possibilities only. Here only I understood that these are not possibilities. Okay, so the only thing which is matching is -1. So the value of x is -1. And how do I know it? By using the second statement, I know that it is -1. By using the second statement, I understand that it is -1. All right. Okay. Next one. This one I will draw a little bit for you so that, because this is not visible. 3 meters. Here it is 1 meter. It is 3 meters. 7 meters. This one is R. This is 2 meters. Solve this question. What is the floor area of this of level of the building? Okay. What is the floor area of the building? Okay. What is the floor area of the building? Okay. Now from here, see, I have to understand, it's little bit of common sense that, okay, see, this one is equal to 7, right? If this is 3 and this is 1, that means this area must be equal to 4 meters. Sorry, 3 meters. Sorry. It should be equal to 3 meters. Correct? This should be equal to 3 meters. Now, do I need this? I don't need this. Okay. This one, I don't need. This particular information is not needed only, because I already know what is the value of P and Q from the question only. Okay. Now, the question is, what is the floor area of the building? Okay. ये पूरा area कितना है? I will know it maybe by using Q and R, क्योंकि ये Q और R का value मेरे को नहीं मालूम है. Okay. So is it required to know the value of Q and R? That we will see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So if I draw it like this, okay, I just have to know the area of the whole building, right? If I draw it like this area I know, because this is 3 meters, length is 3 and breadth is 3. So 3 into 3, this is equal to 9. I need not calculate. Okay, I need not calculate. I just have to tell whether I can calculate or not by using first statement. I need not calculate. Okay, just that so that it is not difficult for you, I am doing it. Okay. Okay, next one. Now, this is 3 meters. Okay, this is 3 meters. But I don't know how much is this one. Okay, how much is this? I don't know. Okay. So in fact, I can take this actually. I can just take this one. See, this is 3 meters. And here it is given that QR is 4 meters. Okay, QR is 4 meters. That means 3 fours are 12. So from here to here, from here till here, it is equal to 12 meters, right? So this I know. Okay, next. What about this one? This is 2 meters. This is 2 meters. And this is equal to 1 plus 3. This is 1 and this is 3. So 4 into 2, this is 8 meters. So overall, I know if I add all this, that is the total area. And how do I know it? Okay, how can I get it? By using the first statement. Second statement was irrelevant. It's not necessary only. Okay. All right. So we'll go for the next question. I will send this PPT, okay? Not that I will definitely send this PPT, or I will put it in a description box. You can just download from there. Let's see. Next one. All right, next one. Let's see. So 9 squares in the figure are to be filled with x and o's with only one symbol in each square. How many squares will contain an x? Now more than half the number of squares will contain an o. Okay. Now more than half the number of squares will contain an o. So by using the first statement, do I know how many squares will contain an x? Let's say. So according to the first statement, more than half of the number of squares will contain o. Out of 9, more than half is 5. So if o's are 5, x would be 4. Now it's not necessary it is 5 only. More than half means it can be 6 also. Now this is 3. This can be 7 also. This is 2. This can be 8 also. This is one possibility. So by using the first statement, I actually don't know how many squares contain an x. Okay, it can be 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever it is, right? So I will not get the answer. What about the second one? Each of the four corners squares will contain an x. That means here, 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 and here. It will contain an x, definitely. Okay. And what about the remaining? That is not told. It can be x also, or it can be o also. It is not mentioned that it is going to, the remaining are going to be o's. It is just told that corners are x. Okay. So you cannot assume that remaining has to be o's. Okay. If you are considering only the second statement, that is not possible. So second one is also not possible. But if you add both of them, then I understand that o's are more than half. Okay, o's are more than half and x is in the corner. That means if x is in the corner, remaining has to be o's only, because at least 5 o's are there. At least it should be 5 o's. So remaining has to be o's. How do I know it? By using both the statements together, by combining both the statements. Answer is the third one, by combining both the statements. All right, next one. Okay, let's see. Now here the question is not about what is the value of x. You just have to tell whether x is greater than 1 or not. Okay. Yes is also the answer, no is also the answer, but it can be yes also, it can be no also. That is not the answer. All right. Let's see. So is x greater than 1? Now, here the first one says 1 by x is less than 1. Now, most of you would send this x here and say that 1 is less than x. That means x is greater than 1. So by using the first statement, it is correct. Okay, but it is wrong. Okay, ये ऐसे आपको देखना नहीं. It is given in this format. You have to check it in that format only. Let's see how you need to see it. Okay. Now it's given 1 by x is less than 1. Okay. I need to see, always it is important to make it yes also, make it no also. Okay, you just try to make it yes also and try to make it no also. If you are able to just make it yes and not no, then that means that is the answer, yes. If you are able to make it only no but not yes, that means that is also the answer. But if you are able to make it yes also and no also, that means it is not the answer. So you should try to make both. Okay, because if you just try to make it yes and you got yes, you cannot say it is correct. You try to make it no also. Okay. Now 1 by x is less than 1. How can I make 1 by x less than 1? So can I take this x as 2? Okay, just an example. Can I take it as 2 and make it less than 1? Right. Any value of x I take here, okay, which is more than 1 or less than 1, which is more than 1, definitely it is less than 1. So can I say 1 by 2 is less than 1? Okay. Now, in this case, is x greater than 1? I am considering x to be 2. I am considering x to be 2. Okay. So, is it greater than 1? Yes, it is greater than 1. For what? For this example. Okay. Now, another example for this. Okay. When it is 1 by x less than 1, is x greater than 1? Here, I want to take x as minus 2. Okay, x as minus 2. So if x is equal to minus 2, is it greater than 1? No, it is not greater than 1. Okay. But I am just seeing 1 by minus 2, is it less than 1? Correct, it is less than 1. Okay. So what I need to understand is, when I satisfy this particular condition, when I satisfy this condition, okay, sometimes x is greater than 1 and sometimes x is not greater than 1. That's what you need to understand. When I satisfy this particular condition, is x greater than 1? Yes, in some conditions it is greater than 1, but in some conditions it is not greater than 1. That means the first statement is not sufficient to answer the question, that is x greater than 1. मेरे को पता नहीं हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है. It may or may not happen. I don't know. Okay. So by using the first statement, I doesn't know. What about the second one? X square is less than 1. X square is less than 1. How can x square be less than 1? Okay. Now can I take value of x as, what do you say, I can take value of x as 0.5. Can I take it? Okay. Can I take it? Now in this case, x square will become 0.25. So is it less than 1? Yes. Now, is x greater than 1 in this case? No. X is not greater than 1. In this case, x is not greater than 1. Correct? Okay. Now, I will try to make it greater than 1 also. I will try to make it greater than 1 also. I will just try to take x is equal to 1.1. If I take x is equal to 1.1, x square will be equal to 1.21. Okay. But that is not allowed. I should not take the condition where x square is greater than 1. So this is not valid. I cannot take this value. Okay. So to satisfy this condition, what values I can take to satisfy this condition? To satisfy this condition, I can actually take values from between 1 to -1. Okay, between 1 to -1 only I can take the values. Not even this. This is not included. Okay, if I take 1, okay, if I take 1, then this condition will be wrong. X square is less than 1, that will be wrong. If I take -1, x square will be equal to 1. It is less than 1, that is also be wrong. Okay, but if I take any value in between them, okay, 1 to -1, okay, or I would say -1 to 1, maybe. Okay, -1 to 1. If I take any values between them, then it is possible. For example, -0.6. Okay, if I take -0.6, x square will be equal to 0.36. Is it less than 1? Yes, it is less than 1. Can I take +0.6? Yes, I can take. It will become 0.66. Is it less than 1? Yes, it is less than 1. So I need to take only the values which are satisfying the condition. And when I satisfy the condition, is x greater than 1? No. Is x greater than 1? No. X is not greater than 1. X is not greater than 1. Okay. It is always less than 1. So did I get the answer? Yes, I got the answer. By using second statement, I got the answer, which is no. That's it. By using second statement, I got the answer, which is no. All right. Okay. Just see it once again. First condition. When I satisfy the first condition, okay. So this condition can be satisfied for 1/2 also, which is less than 1. For 1/-2 also, which is less than 1. Okay. So both of them are valid. So when I am satisfying this condition, what is happening to this x? In this case, x is greater than 1. In this case, x is not greater than 1. So when I satisfy this condition, is it greater than 1? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. But when I satisfy this condition, for x square to be less than 1, the only possibility is I should take the values which are less than 1, okay, the values which are less than 1 and the values which are greater than -1. In between these two, in between -1 to +1, whatever value I take, okay, then only x square will be less than 1. Otherwise, it will be more. If I take -2, -2 into -2, -2 whole square will become 4. It will not be less than 1. So I can only take this value. And when I am taking these values, -1 to 1, is it greater than 1? X is not greater than 1 because it is between -1 and 1. So did I get the answer? Yes. What answer I got? No. By using second statement. That is how I need to understand this one. Okay. Just try to sort it out, means try to understand. Okay, these are not very easy things, but if you try to understand, they are not very difficult also. Okay, next one. Next one, please. Okay, let's see then. Um, so what is the value of x? That is a question. X is real number. That's given. Okay, that x is a real number. All right. So x cube is equal to 0. How can x cube be equal to 1? The only condition is x is equal to 1. Correct? The only condition is x is equal to 1. Otherwise, x cube cannot be equal to 1. Okay. Only for x is equal to 1, x cube is equal to 1. If I take x as minus 1 also, x cube will be minus 1. Okay. So for this to happen, x should be 1. So what is the value of x? Definitely 1. I got to know by using the first statement. All right. I hope everyone got it. What about the second one? Mod x is equal to 1. See, if I take x is equal to minus 1 also, okay, mod minus 1 will be equal to 1. If I take x is equal to 1 also, mod 1 will be equal to 1. Okay, so in both the cases, whether x is minus 1 or x is 1, definitely I will get 1. So what is the value of x? It can be minus 1 also, it can be 1 also. So I don't know. I don't know. It can be 1 also, it can be minus 1 also. मेरे को वैल्यू नहीं मालूम है, जस्ट ऑप्शंस है कि ये हो सकता है नहीं तो हो सकता है. So the first one is the answer. First one is the answer. Okay, next one. Next one. We'll quickly solve some questions. Now only information given here is x cube is greater than 0. Okay, x cube is greater than 0. All right. No. They are asking, sorry. They are asking if x cube is greater than 0. All right. Now here, for me to understand what is x cube, I should know what is x. Otherwise, I will not know what is x cube. By using the first statement, I cannot know x value because there are two variables. Okay. So I cannot know. By using second statement, I cannot know x value because only y value is given. Okay, they only have given y value. So I don't know what is x value, right? So individually it's not possible, but I will try to combine it. Now, from this, if y square is equal to 4, that means y is equal to y is equal to plus or minus 2. Okay, y is equal to plus or minus 2, correct? Okay, y square is 4, y is equal to plus or minus 2. Now here, I am trying to combine these two. Now, x is equal to y plus 5. So, it can be equal to x is equal to minus 2 plus 5 or x is equal to plus 2 plus 5, correct? X is equal to 2 plus 5 or minus 2 plus 5 क्योंकि y value can be plus or minus 2. So both conditions are there. Now in this case, x is equal to 3 and in this case, x is equal to 7. What I want to know, x cube value. Is it greater than 0? Yes. Because it's positive, definitely x cube will be greater than 0 in both the cases. Because in both the cases, it is anyways greater than 0. Both the cases, definitely x cube is greater than 0. There is no doubt in that. Okay, here, if in one case it was negative and in one case if it was positive, then I don't know. Okay, because both the possibilities are there. But here both of them are positive only. So x cube is also positive only. Okay, so take it. So the answer is both together are possible. Both together are sufficient to answer the question. Okay. Last 3 to 4 questions in this one. After that, uh, we will just go for other topic. Okay. I will send you this PPT. The remaining questions you try to solve. Okay. We'll solve 3, 4 more questions. Then we'll go for data interpretation. All right. Let's say I will just complete this one. X greater than 3 point is X greater than 3.5. Now 2X is greater than 6. If 2X is greater than 6, that means X is greater than 3. Okay, X is definitely greater than 3. Now if X is greater than 3, okay, does it mean that it is greater than 3.5? If anything is greater than 3, doesn't mean it is greater than 3.5. Okay, it only means that it is greater than 3. So by using the first statement, I don't know. Correct? Now here, according to this, X is less than 10.9 divided by 3, which will be around 3.633. Correct? It is something like that. Okay, X is less than 3.633. Right? Now, is this, if X is less than 3.633, is it greater than 3.5? Possibility is there, but I cannot say. Okay, if it is less than 3.633, okay, is it greater than 3.5? Possibility is there. If this is 3.6, it is greater than 3.5 only, right? So possibility is there, but I don't know whether it is greater or not. Even if I combine these two, I am getting X is greater than 3 and it is less than 3.63. Okay, it is greater than 3 and it is less than 3.63. So in between, okay, greater than 3.5 is also there and less than 3.5 is also there. So by using both the statement also together, I am not able to satisfy or find the answer. Sorry, both together also it is not sufficient to answer the question. It is not sufficient to answer the question. Okay, all right. So I will do this one. We'll do last two or three questions in this, then we'll shift to data interpretation. 8 o'clock, I will wind up the session. Okay, this session is till 8 o'clock. I'll wind up at 8 o'clock. By then, we will complete these two topics. All right, these are important topics. Okay, these are very important topics. If X is an odd integer, is Y an odd integer? Okay, two statements are given. I'll give you 1 more minute because it is little difficult to understand. Okay. If x is an odd integer, is y an odd integer, right? The average of x and y is odd. Okay. Now you should take only the values which are satisfying this condition. The average of x and y is an odd integer. All right. So now it's given if x is an odd integer. So x value is an odd. So let's say I am taking it as 7. Okay. Now I should only take the value of y so that I satisfy this condition, because I am checking this condition. No? I should only take the value of y which is satisfying this condition. Okay. So if I have to satisfy this condition, let's say I am taking the value as um, 11. I am taking the value as 11. Okay. Now the average of x and y, is it odd integer? I will check. Okay. 7 plus 11 divided by 2. Okay, I am getting it as 9. Is it odd integer? Yes, it is an odd integer. It is an odd integer, correct? So, is y an odd integer here? Yes, y is an odd integer. How can I tell that? By using the first statement. Okay, now I have taken only one condition. Can I take any other condition and see? Any other example and see? See, instead of this, if I take x as 7 only, if I take this as 13, okay, if I take this as 13, now this will become 7 plus 13 divided by 2, okay, divided by 2, which is equal to 10. Now here, okay, I am not supposed to take this value. I am not supposed to consider this value, because when I take this value, I am getting the answer as answer as 10, which is not an odd integer, So here, I should only take the values which is satisfying this condition. Only take the values which is satisfying the condition. Okay. So this value I cannot take. Okay. All right. So what I understand here is if x is odd, okay, to get the average as odd integer, definitely my value of y should be odd only, first thing. Okay. My value of y should be definitely odd. Okay. Let's say I'm taking it as 7. So 3 plus 7 divided by 2 is equal to 5. Correct? Okay. So for this to happen, definitely the y value should be odd. There is no other chance. Okay. For this to happen, for this to get satisfied, I only have to take the odd integer. If I take even integer, if x is equal to 3 and if I take it as 6, okay, their average will become 9 by 2, which is 4.5. I am not supposed to consider values like this because it is not satisfying the condition. I should get odd integer. Here it is not even an integer. So I am not supposed to consider values like that. So whenever I am satisfying this condition, I understand whenever I am satisfying this condition, y is definitely odd. Here also y is definitely odd. Then only it will happen. Otherwise it will not happen. That's what you need to understand. All right. I hope every one of you are getting it. So by using the first statement, I can get to the answer that y is odd. What about the second statement? The average of x, y and y plus 1 is an integer. So I should only take the values where the average will make it an integer. Other values I should not take. And then I should check whether y is odd or not. Satisfying this condition, I should check whether it is integer or not. Satisfying this condition, when I checked, I understood that y is definitely odd. Now I have to satisfy this condition. Okay. Now it is known that x is odd. Already it is given in the question. So I will take x is equal to 7. All right. Now I am taking y is equal to, I will take it as even number. Okay. First I will check with even number. Let's say it is 6. So y plus 1 will become 7. Okay. Now when I add it, what will happen? When I add and take the average. Okay. When I add and take the average, 7 plus 6 plus 7, 20 divided by 3. Okay. I am not getting an integer. So am I allowed to take values like this? I am not allowed. I should only take values where I get an integer, and then only I should check. Okay. So this value I am not taking it. Okay. So I will take something like 9. 9 I will take. Okay. Here it is 10. So now also it is not happening. Okay. Now also it is not happening. It is easy for me to actually take it, okay, but just for your benefit, I am giving you all the possibilities. All right. So if I take 10 here, 10 plus, what you say, 10 plus 11, that will also not happen. 11 plus 12, okay, 11 plus 12, okay. If I take this as 11 and if I take this as 12, so this will become 30 divided by 3 is equal to 10. Is it an integer? Yes, it is an integer. So I satisfied this condition. So when I satisfied this condition, is y an odd integer? Yes, in this case it is an odd integer. Now I will try to make it even also. Now I will try to make it even integer also. Let's see. Okay. So I will take x is equal to 7. I will take y is equal to 14. Okay. Plus 3 I am taking. So here also this will also become plus 3. So y plus 1 will become 15. Okay. Now what will happen? 21 plus 15 will be equal to 36. 36 divided by 3 is equal to 12. Am I getting the integer? Yes, I am getting the integer. Am I allowed to take these values? Yes. So when I satisfied this condition here and when I satisfied the condition here, is y an odd integer? In this case, it is an odd integer, but in this case, it is an even integer. So I don't know whether it is odd or even by using the second statement, but by using the first statement, I definitely know that y is an odd integer. I definitely know that y is an odd integer. So which statement is sufficient to answer the question? First statement is sufficient to answer the question. Second statement is not telling me whether it is possible or not possible. So that is not possible. I mean, that is not sufficient. All right. Um, this one is easy. This one, you just try this one once. Let's see. Remaining questions, do it at home. All right. Means do it by yourself. I mean. Okay, let's see. Now, what is the digit in the units place of a two-digit number? I mean, of a number with two digits. Okay. So, what is the digit in the units place of a number with two-digit number? So, two-digit number ka for a two-digit number, what is the unit digit they are asking? For that first statement is sum of the digits of the number is 16. So, if sum is 16, so uh, it can be 9 plus 7 possibility because I have taken this highest here and this is 7, so that it is 16, or it is 8 plus 8, or it is 7 plus 9. Okay, anything else not possible? Correct. So ये 16 है, लेकिन here I don't know whether number is 97, 88 or 79 by using the first statement. So the what you say, the unit digit here can be 7 also, can be 8 also, can be 9 also. I don't know by using the first. Okay. What about the second one? Only by using the second statement, if the digits are interchanged, the number remains the same. So these are so many conditions: 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, up to 9, 9. All these conditions are there. So there are 9 conditions for this second statement also. But if I combine these two, in these two, there is one number which is common, which is 88. Here also it is 88. Here also there is 88. So that number is 88. Unit digit is 8. How do I know? By using both the statements. By using both the statements, I know that it is 8 in the units place. This also you do it once. Very good. Some of you are answering it. Very nice. Okay, what is the value of two-digit number m? Okay, two-digit number m. What is the value? The difference between two digits is 3. Okay, the difference between two digits is 3. Okay, so I can say x minus y is equal to 3. Right. So by using this, I cannot anyways get it. Okay, the sum of the two digits is 5. By equation, I cannot do it, but by using both of them, I might do it. Is equal to 5. Correct. So 2x is 8 and x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4. Now here, if I apply this anywhere, here or here, okay, I get 4 minus y, 4, 4 minus y is equal to 3. Okay, so y is equal to 1. Y is equal to 1. Okay, so by using both the statements, did I get to the answer? No, I did not get to the answer because here the value can be 4, 1, right? Value can be 4 and 1 because x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 1. So value can be 4 and 1. So here the difference between the two digits, is 3. Correct, it is 3. The sum of the two digits is 5. Yes, it is 5 only. But even if you reverse it, okay, even if you take 1/4, the difference is 3 and the sum is 5. Okay, so I don't know whether the value of m is 41 or it is 14. So I don't know. Okay, so by using both the statements also I did not get the answer. मेरे को दोनों statement लगा के भी answer actually नहीं आया क्योंकि it can be 41 also, it can be 14 also. Right. Okay. I hope you guys understood this one. So last question in this same model only, but the last one. Yeah, this one. Let's see. Because now you know the concept, I'm just giving you this question. Let's see. What is a two-digit number? The difference between two digits is 9. So if the difference between two digits is 9, two possibilities is, what is the two possibilities? The difference between two digits is 9 and the sum of the two digits is 9. Now here, if sum is 9, it can be 4 plus 5, it can be 5 plus 4, it can be 3 plus 6 or 6 plus 3. So many combinations are there. By using this, definitely I cannot get. What about this? The difference between two digits is 9. That means it can be 9 0 also. It can be 09 also, but 09 is not possible because 09 is a one-digit number. It is not a two-digit number, correct? So this is not possible. Only possibility for a number to be having a difference of, for two digits to have a difference of 9 is 90. वो एक की possibility है. So what is that two-digit number? 90. By using what I got it, not the second one, but the first one. By using first statement, okay, I got the answer. First statement is enough to answer the question. All right. Okay. So this is done. We will do some questions on data interpretation also. Okay. So data interpretation, you get questions that are based on what you say percentages, questions based on percentages and ratios. Okay. These are the two common types of questions you get. All right. So these two are very important ones for data interpretation. Let's see. Okay. We'll solve at least some questions. Let's see after that how it is. I will send you this PDF. Okay. You solve the remaining questions. Okay. Sometimes in the PDF, there could be small mistakes, one or two, not many. Okay, like here, there is a mistake, but it doesn't affect you. Just go for your calculation. Out of 75 marks, here we got 76 and 78. Okay, which is not possible. But you calculate like that only. Okay, you just calculate like that. Don't reduce two or three from that. You just calculate like that only. All right. So one or two mistakes are there, not a problem. Answers are according to that only. All right. So what do we understand here from this question? Let's see. So it says there are percentage of marks obtained by 6 students in 6 different subjects. Okay. So out of 150, these are the marks. Out of 120, these are the marks of 6 students, right? Now, figure written in bracket under each subject indicate the maximum marks allotted for the subject. Okay. So from this, you need to solve some questions. Okay. And what these are the questions given here. ये questions दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे. Okay. So let's see. First question हम लोग देखते हैं. What is the difference between total marks obtained by A in psychology and statistics together and total marks obtained by F in these two subjects? So A in psychology and statistics together. So A in psychology and statistics together. So totally if I add it, 72 plus 88 will become 160. So A is 160. Now what about F? F obtained in these two subjects only. Okay. So F, this one and this one. Okay. When I add these two, I will get it as 166. So what is the question? What is the difference between the total marks? In दोनों का total marks के बीच, what is the difference? The difference is 6 here. The difference is 6. You try to solve the second question, means 7th question in this. यहाँ पे आप ये 7th question try करो. Okay. The first 5 questions मैंने नहीं दिया क्योंकि वो बहुत easy है. Too much easy it is. So I felt that it is unnecessary to give those. Solve the 7th question. What is the average percentage of marks obtained by 6 students in sociology? Okay, so 6 students in sociology. How many marks they got? First of all, we need to understand that. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, what is the total marks which they got? Let's see. Now, when you are calculating these things, okay, you should be very, what do you say, intelligent in calculating, because you should not make it what you say, difficult for you. Okay, for example, now 65 and 55 is there. Add these two. Okay, but don't add 65 and 73. Later on you add. Okay, now 65, 55. Now I can directly say it is 120. Okay, 120 plus 70 will be equal to 190. Okay, now I can add the remaining ones. 190 plus 65, I can say it is equal to 255. Okay, 255 plus 120. 255 plus 120 is equal to 200, 375, 386. It becomes 386. This is the total marks they got. This is the total marks they got. Okay. Now what they are asking? They are asking what is the average percentage of the marks obtained by 6 students? First of all, percentage you remove. What is the average marks obtained by 6 students? Average marks is the total marks divided by 6. The total marks divided by 6, which is equal to 6 6 are 36. Okay, anyways, so 24 is remaining, which will be equal to 64.33. 64.33, or I would say 64 1 by 3. 64 1 by 3. This is the average marks. Now here, this option is there. Okay, this option is there, but this is wrong option, because here they did not ask what is average of the 6 students. They asked what is the average percentage of the 6 students. They asked what is average percentage of the 6 students. Okay, now this is the average of the 6 students. So this average they got 64.33 average they got out of 120, out of 120 into 100. Okay, out of 120 into 100. Now here you don't make so much effort to calculate this. Just understand that this is half of it, almost little bit more. Okay, so if it is little bit more than this, little bit more than half of this, that means it should be little bit more than 50%. It should be little bit more than 50%. So in my options, I will check which option is more than 50%. Here it is not more, here it is not more, here it is not more, here it is not more. So I can say, I mean, it is more, but it is too much high. Okay, here it is more than 50, but it is too much high. Okay, I want something which is close to 50. तो यहाँ पे none of this मैं ले लूँगा. Okay, here in calculations, okay, especially in aptitude, it is not important that you calculate completely. आपको approximations बहुत बार करना पड़ता है, especially when you are solving questions that are based on data interpretation. You need to do so many what you say, approximations. All right, let's see. Take it. So next one, just try to do this next question. 8th question आप लोग एक बार try करो. 8th question try करो आप लोग. Okay, D is not correct because the average is 64.33. Okay, but they don't want average, they want average percentage. Now in this case, what is the average marks obtained? Here they want average, but here they were not asking average, they wanted average percentage. ये average है. Okay, कितना percent है? Okay, how much percentage is this out of this 120? So it is 64 out of 120 into 100. Okay, which is almost equal to 50%, more than 50%, little bit, but not this much high. Okay, so from that only I will understand that it is the answer. None of this is the answer. Average marks obtained by 6 students in philosophy. Average marks obtained by 6 students in philosophy. See, I will give you one more method of what you say, taking the average. I think you guys must be knowing it. Okay. See, what I will do is all these values, it is close to 60, right? It is close to 60. Here, when I calculated the average, okay, I think you remember we got the average as 64.33 or 64 1 by 3. We will see by this technique if we are getting. Okay. I will take base as 60. I will take base as 60 because everything is close to 60. Now, how much is this more than 60? Plus 5. How much is there this less than 60? Minus 2. This is plus 13. This is plus 5. This is minus 5. This is plus 10. Okay. Plus 5 minus 5 cancel. Plus 5 minus 5 cancel. Next, I will add the sum here. 18 plus 10, 28 minus 2. Okay, 28 minus 2, which becomes 26. 26, I will divide it by how many entities here? Total 6. So if I divide it by 6, it will become 4.33. So to this 60, if I add 4.33, okay, that is my average, which is equal to 64.33. If I was getting in negative, I would remove. If it was minus 26, I would remove 4.33. Okay, that is one way, one good way of calculating the average. Okay, if you want to do it, you can do it. Okay, if you feel it is not, it is very difficult and all, you can leave it. Okay, but according to me, you should try that one. Okay, you should definitely try that. All right. Okay, so this one, अभी sorry, philosophy का उनको average चाहिए. This one I am taking the average as 70 because ये 76 78 है, तो मैं base 70 ले रहा हूँ. Okay, base 70 ले रहा हूँ. This is minus 5, this is 0, this is minus 13, this is minus 9. Okay, this is plus 6 and this is plus 8. Correct? Now, minus 18, minus 9, minus 27, plus 14. Okay, sorry, plus 14. Minus 27 plus 14 will become minus 13 divided by number of entities. Kitna entities hai yahan pe? 6 entities. Divide by 6. You will get it as 2. Okay, 2.21 by 6 or 2.166, something like that. 2.166. So is 70 ko ये 2.166 add karo. So this is going to be the average, which is what do you say, 72.166. That is going to be the average. Acha, minus aaya hai. Sorry. Minus aaya. It is minus 70 minus 2.166, which is equal to 67.83, which is 67.83. Okay, this is the answer. 67.83 should be the answer. Okay, I hope every one of you are understanding this. Next question, हम लोग question पढ़ के एक बार वो देख लेते. Okay, so what is the total marks obtained by A in psychology, economic and geology together? Okay, ये हम लोग I will only solve. A in psychology, economic and geology. बस हमको total करना है. Okay, I have to just get the total marks. Okay, this you can do, no problem. All right, we'll see the next question. 10th question हम लोग एक बार देखते हैं. Approximately what is the overall percentage of marks obtained by C in all the subjects together? What is the overall percentage of marks obtained by C in all the subjects? So, what is C's percentage? Okay, what is C's percentage overall? What is C's percentage overall? So how can I get the percentage total marks? Okay, if I add all of them, total marks, okay, 73 plus 57, 120, 120 plus almost 70, 189, okay, 189 plus 132, okay. तो ये सब अगर मैं मिला दूं एक बार, 1 second, if I just add all of this, 199 plus, I will get totally 395. This is the total marks he obtained out of this much, 150 plus 120 plus 80, this one, right? Okay, so 200 here, 125 plus 75, 200 here, 400, 400, 550, 610. Okay, 610. So this many marks he got out of 610 into 100, because I want percentage, right? Okay, this is the marks he got out of this much into 100. Okay, now you need to understand that what you say, uh, I don't know what are the options, but this is almost equal to 6 times, right? So you just approximate it, 6 times almost. So 6 into 6 is 36 here. Okay, 35 will be remaining, almost 6 into 6. So almost 66 percentage answer it must be. Okay, almost it should be 66 percentage. Let's see, okay, if it is there. Almost 66 percentage. So my answer is this one, E, which is 66 percentage. Okay, that is how we are supposed to solve the questions. Kyunki if you just sit there and try to calculate the exact value, it will take a lot of time. So you should be little, what you say, intelligent also in that way. Correct? Okay, next one. So at least one more set we will complete. Okay, so let's see this, what they are saying here. Here they are saying number of books of different prices bought in different months. So okay, so more than 5,000 rupees, more than 5,000 rupees number of books bought here in Jan 50, March 106. So these many are bought. Okay, 4,000 rupees to 5,000 rupees worth books in January, these many are, what you say, bought. Okay, so that is the list given, or I would say that is a data given of the number of books in different months for price range, for different price range. Okay, so that's given. Just try to solve the first question. Let's see. All right, let's see. In which month was maximum number of books bought? Okay, now here which month is maximum number of books bought, when you see this, you should not solve everything because it will take a lot of time, right? Otherwise, how will I solve it? It will take a lot of time. You should look for big numbers here. Okay. So here when I see in Jan, okay, 300 is one big number, 200 is one big number. In March, when I see 1000 is there, 500 is there, 370, 700. Okay. Now here, so according to this, definitely not Jan. So here, I mean, there are no big numbers. Here also, 115 to 400 is there still, but still it cannot match. I need not calculate everything. Here also, only one number is there. Here, there are quite a good number of what you say are there. So I can check, but still I know that because of 1700, okay, it cannot match. Definitely it cannot match. Or you can say this is for 1000 almost. This is for 1000. Okay. There is one 700 also. So this one, this together is 700. There is one 500 also. So here only it is gone. So my answer is March. Answer should be March. Correct? That's how you should solve it. Okay. You should not solve everything. You should not calculate everything. Okay. उसमें बहुत time जाएगा. It will take a lot of time for you. Okay. Next one. Next one. For which price range was maximum number of books bought for the given months together? For which price range? Okay. For which price range was maximum number of books? So here I have to calculate this way now. Okay. Here also I will do the same thing, but my target is this one. Okay. This 1700. These are big numbers, right? Okay. Let's see. So this cannot come in the race. Definitely this cannot come in the race because these are all very small numbers. 1000 here, 400, 375. Okay, it is there in the race. 185, this cannot come in the race. Okay, 300, 500. Okay, this is still there, but still it is not possible because 300, 800, and 100, almost this is equal to 1000, right? This is 1000 and this is 500. So anyways, it is beating. Okay, so this cannot come. Okay, now this one also cannot come if this is together 1000 also. Okay, this cannot come. This cannot come. Okay, what about this one? These are big numbers, 700, 400, 530. So there is a little chance. Okay, this cannot come. All right. So now here also I will 400 and 700, 1100. So this and these two gone. Okay, this is 600 almost. Okay, and this is more than 600. Correct. So definitely 4000 to 5000 is the answer. Okay, 4000 to 5000 is the answer. Answer is none of this because it is not there in those given options. Answer should be none of this. Okay, I hope every one of you got it. We will complete this quickly. Okay, within 5-6 minutes we are going to complete the remaining 3 questions also, and we will go. All right. Okay, next one. Okay, the books of price range 1000 to the books of price range 1000 to 1009 bought in January is what percentage of that in May? So 1000 to 99, January is what percentage of May? 1000 to 99. Okay, 1000 to 99. Where is it? Okay, so 1000 to 99, Jan is what percentage of May? So Jan, which is 140, is what percentage of May? Okay, percentage chahiye to into 100. I will get it as 70%. That's it. I will get it as 70%. Okay. Yes, it is 70%. Is it there in the option? Correct. Yes, so it is 70%. Go with the next one. How much is the difference in the number of books bought in September and November? September और November के बीच में कितना books difference है? Okay, September and November, what is the difference in the book? Okay, now this can be little tough, but still, September and November, right? Okay, now here this is plus 50, correct? November is plus 50. Now this is minus 25. Minus 25. This is plus 40. Okay. This is plus 165. This is plus 295. Correct? Okay. Now this is equal to कितना होगा 45 445 plus 445. This is equal to plus 40. This is equal to plus 40. So if you add all of them, okay, आप अगर add करके subtract करोगे, then you will definitely get the answer. You will get to the answer. Okay. So हम लोग try करते हैं. Okay. So almost this is 300. Okay. 300 plus 400. So 745, 740, 780. Okay. 780. 820, 820, 870, 870 plus 165. Okay, which is equal to 1035, 1045 minus 25, which is 1020 almost. इतना ही शायद आया होगा. Can be a little bit of mistake, but let's see. 1020, correct? 1020. Okay. Now, what is the ratio of books of rupees? What is the ratio of books of rupees 4,000 to 5,000 bought in January to that of March? So 4,000 to 5,000 ratio I want between Jan and March. Okay. 4,000 to 5,000. Okay. Between Jan and March, I need the ratio. So 105 is to 1,000. Correct? ये 5 से तो होगा 5, 21 5s are and 200 5s are. Okay, anything further which we can divide, हम लोग और कुछ divide कर नहीं सकते. So obviously it should be 21 is to 200. Okay, 21 is to 200. Correct? So the answer is this one. All right. Okay, so this set is over. Okay. Remaining sets you do it by yourself. Okay, you can do it, there is no problem. Even if you are taking time, you just try to do it. That is where you can get practice, right? Otherwise आप लोग कैसे सीखो? How will you learn otherwise, right? Okay, and tomorrow I will come up with another session. English session में complete करेगा tomorrow. All right. So just be prepared for that. I think in the same timing only, and if there is any deviation in the timing, sir will let you know about that particular one. All right. Okay, so thank you so much. We'll meet again in the next session.